Let's create your first freebie together and get all the tech set up so that you can start passively growing your email list within the next 24 hours. In today's video, first we'll go over questions like, what is a freebie? What is an email list? And do you even need one right now with where you're at in your journey? Then we're gonna jump over to the computer so that you can learn, one, how to pick a freebie and market it in a way that will grow with your social media, and two, how to create said freebie. Then we'll set up the tech automations in a super easy, low tech way so that your freebie is ready for your audience to download any time of the day. Remember, timestamps are always listed down below to help you find what you're looking for, so let's jump right in. What is a freebie and why do I recommend every content creator has one? So a freebie or lead magnet or opt-in, there are so many terms out there. I personally use freebie, but a freebie is an offer that you can give to your target audience for free in exchange for their email address. Now, when you have a well-crafted freebie, it will grow your email list. Now, your email list is a list of email contacts that you own, because if all of social media disappears tomorrow, or if your channel gets hacked like mine did, you still have your people. Why have an email list as a content creator? A bajillion reasons, truly. You own your own audience. You have 100% control without having to worry about an algorithm filtering your emails or silencing you. Email list contacts typically convert in more sales than social media followers. So if you end up selling something someday or launching merch, your email list will probably buy more of that stuff from you than your actual followers. It's another way for brands to partner with you. So brands can pay you to sponsor an email, and then you just disclose hey, this email was sponsored by this brand, and they pay you to have access to your email list. It's a partnership that I've done before, and brands get pretty excited about email lists. Now, do you even need an email list? If you want to grow a platform online, yes, you do. I know, you don't want to. Or if you're watching this, you probably do. The people that don't might not be watching this. But I was somebody, I would always hear all the time at the beginning of my journey on podcasts, people would be like, oh, make sure you start your email list. And I'm like,
I don't need that. I'm going to be an influencer. I'm going to be a content creator, and I don't need an email list.
Boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I wrong. I typically recommend anyone who wants to start being a content creator or an influencer to start their journey with making their freebie so that their email list can passively grow in tandem with their social media profiles. It's easy to do. It takes less than 24 hours. So there's no excuse to not do it. No excuse. No excuse to not do it. Do it! I've had many of my students in my Instagram course in the BSP model say either, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I started with my email list. Thank you so much, Millie, for forcing me to do this. Or, oh my gosh, I regret not starting my email list sooner, like you had said, Millie. I wish I started my email list when you told me to. I've never, ever heard anybody say, I've never needed an email list. Usually it's people that grow and then they're like, oof, I wish I started sooner. So don't be one of those people. Just do it. It's really easy to do. So let's do it together. There are so many different types of freebies that you can create. In today's video, we're going to focus on the ebook or guide or template, any sort of simple downloadable that you can create in Canva. The other freebie options out there are things like running a challenge, having a quiz so that somebody could figure out what style they are, or hosting a mini training, creating bonus content or secret videos to send to your newsletter with industry insider update. You have e-commerce like physical products. You could offer a discount, and that's a great way to get somebody's email in exchange for giving them the discount code. And of course, you could just do the simple sign up for my newsletter type of call to action to get people onto your email list. There are so many different free resources and ways you could entice people to join your email list. This one that we're doing today is just my personal favorite because I love the simplicity of creating an e-guide with templates that are already on Canva and then sharing my knowledge, sharing something of value so that the audience member, whoever downloads my freebie, feels like they get instant value right away. They get exactly what they're looking for. So that's my preferred way. The first thing that you're going to need to do is picking your freebie, picking your topic. What I usually tell people to do is pick your freebie based off of your niche or content pillars. So if my niche or the industry that I'm focusing in is food, I'm asking myself, okay, well, what kind of food? What are the subtopics I'm going to talk about? Maybe it's homesteading. Maybe it's helping people find high protein meals. So I'm asking like, what sort of topics will I be talking about? What sort of topics does my content revolve around? And that's usually how you're going to start to pick your topic. For example, if I am in that food industry, or maybe I'm thinking more like health, food, health, wellness, maybe I'll just type here and I'm just going to type recipes just because, I'm probably going to make recipes within my industry. So on Pinterest, I type in recipe and I see what the search result is suggesting for me to continue typing. So recipes for dinner. Basically, what this is telling me is on Pinterest right now, this is a highly searched for phrase, recipes for dinner, recipes with ground beef, recipes with chicken. So I can explore that a little bit. Okay, I can make recipes for dinner. So let's see what some of the top recipes for dinner are and the phrasing of that. So easy dinners for lazy nights. That's a great phrase. I like that. Easy dinners for lazy nights. 12 easy dinner recipes. Love that. Automatically, I'm like, okay, that would be a really great freebie to make, free resource to make. I could totally write that down on my list of inspiration. So let's rewind a bit. Okay, I have this list that's going right now. Let's figure out what my niche and my content pillars are. And the content pillars are just those subtopics under my niche that I'll probably be talking about on my social media. Most people will be like, oh, I'm in the fitness niche. That's not enough. You need to explain what type of fitness and who that fitness is for. So my niche is not complete until I say at-home fitness for busy moms. Okay, that's a complete niche. And then content pillars might be body weight workout. You don't need any equipment. Body weight workouts. I'm not in this niche, so I have no idea what sort of sub-content pillars. And I'm not even a mom, so I don't know why I picked this as the example. We could do like healthy recipes, right? We were just doing that. Maybe high protein will be my focus. 30-day challenges. And that'll just be more of like a community builder. I think you get the point. So what I'm going to do is all of these phrases, at-home fitness, fitness for busy moms, body weight workouts, or even workouts with no equipment. All of these phrases, I'm going to type into Pinterest, and that is going to give me my freebie ideas. So let's start with at-home fitness. And the suggested results are like aesthetic, room. Plan could be good, but this isn't sparking any ideas for freebie for me. So maybe I need to look up fitness for women, beginners at home. I like all of these. So I'm just gonna type these phrases that I like. Fitness for women, fitness for beginners. Let me type moms. Fitness for moms. Let's check this one. Body weight workout beginner, workout, body weight workouts, workout routine. I like body weight workout for beginners. That's a good phrase. So this is kind of like I'm just building up all of those juicy keywords or phrases that Pinterest is telling me like, hey, this is a phrase that people are searching for. Use this phrase in your freebie so that it's exciting for your target audience. I want to explain that in a second, but we're just going to keep doing this real quick. We have women at home, strength training. All of these phrases, women at home strength training, are like good phrases that I just want to keep these ideas in mind. So maybe these are like phrases for freebie. So you're just going to keep going through all these different variations of your niche, your content pillars, to build up all of these different phrases that Pinterest, which is a search engine, is telling you to use or recommending you use based off them being popular searches. So once you have all of this kind of done, all of your phrases figured out, you can actually start searching under phrases that you're like, okay, I could probably create a freebie for that. So maybe I want to look up like at home strength training. There we go. Now I'm going to press search and look at the results. And I am looking at what the titles of these Pinterest pins are. Pinterest is a great website that other businesses use to grow their email list. So a lot of the pins that you see are probably freebies that have been proven to work well. So that's why we're using Pinterest as inspiration for our own freebies. So I'm looking at the titles of these: 4-week workout schedule for beginner, full body weight workout with weights, 7 best strength training exercises for women. Whichever one I like, I'm going to write down and do my own variation of it. So 30-minute 7 best strength training exercises for women. So I'm going to write this down: 7 best strength training exercises for women. I like that one. 4-week workout schedule for beginners. So I'm just going to do workout schedule for beginners. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of cross-referencing my freebie ideas with all the phrases that I had found before when I was doing my searches. So beginner, no equipment, workout plan. All those phrases I wrote, no equipment, workout plan. I'm again cross-referencing these to see, okay, how can I implement as many of these phrases into a freebie title as possible? Strength training is a good one. Exercises for women, I'm sure that would have been one if had I kept going. Exercises for women, or even exercises for beginners. I could even swap this out again because we want to make it our own variation, and maybe I'm gonna say like 10 best strength training exercises for beginners. Cool. So I turned that into my own thing. That alone, this could be a freebie. Boom shakalaka, we have our topic picked. This could be the one that we move forward with. This is a 6-week, because that's usually how it is. Ooh, what if I say 6-week at home? Because that's a phrase. Workout schedule for, I could say for women, or even for like busy moms. So here's another freebie. Cool. So that is how you pick your freebie topic. Now, a question that I get asked a lot is, well, what if you don't know your niche? What if you don't know your industry? You're just starting out. Do you need to pick a freebie right away? The answer to that is no, not really. In a perfect world, everybody has a freebie before they start growing online. That would be my ideal world. But if you don't know what your audience wants from you, or what they need from you, or the value that you could really bring to them, then you might be wasting your time working on a freebie without any direction on the niche, the topic, the content pillar. So what I recommend in that case is to start posting to your social media first. For as long as it takes for you to figure out what your niche is, what your industry is, usually you'll happen upon that. It'll happen very naturally for you. Maybe you'll start notice people start asking you questions about like, oh, where did you get this? How did you do that? What made you want to da 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 da? So usually the more you post, the more questions people will start asking you about your routine, your content, whatever it is you're creating. And the questions that you're asked could be an indicator of a future freebie that you can offer. What I recommend is just like start posting, maybe post for about 3 months as you're building traction. And then after 3 months, reevaluate, see if these steps make sense for you. You could even ask your audience like, hey, what sort of freebie should I make? Or what sort of value can I bring to you? How can I help you? What sort of resource can I make that would be really cool for you to download? So you could talk to your audience that way. But yeah, I'd say give it maybe 3 months of consistent posting and then coming back to this exercise so that you have more of a direction instead of wasting your time in the beginning, not really knowing what sort of industry you even want to be in. Now that I have the freebies that I want to make, I'm like, cool, I did the exercise. This one has great phrases that I found before. Let's plug it in to Canva. We're gonna go to Canva, and the great thing with Canva is that it is completely free. So in Canva, we're going to type in the word ebook. Now, depending on your resource or freebie that you're making, they have a lot of pre-made stuff. So if you're doing like a style guide, a branding style guide, they have a bunch of templates already made for that. Or if you're doing even like a workout schedule, let's see if they have that. Fitness planner, there we go. Fitness planner. Let's see if more results pop up. Boom shakalaka. If that's gonna be your freebie, use their templates as your freebie. even if it's like a budget tracker. There are so many things. So you can absolutely look up your specific freebie first. So if we did the 6-week workout schedule, see if anything pops up. Obviously there are stuff that it's popping up, but I don't know if it's like the template that I want. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Okay, yeah, so you can absolutely use these templates to make exactly what you're looking for. But the one that I'm going to do today is the one that's more of like an ebook guide or ebook template where it's like words as opposed to just simple downloadables like this. You're actually creating like a book, a guide explaining things. So let's say we're doing the 10 best strength training exercises for beginners. I want to look up ebook. And I like to do multiple pages because I want multiple pages as inspiration, or the templates for multiple pages instead of just the cover image. I also need help setting up the format for like a page 2, page 3, page 4. So I don't just want a cover image ebook, I want all the pages. This one's pretty cool. It has 22 pages. Very cool. And it's free. To see which ones are included in the free plan, if it does not have a crown, it's free. If it does have a crown, you have to be on Canva Pro. I'm going to stick to the free one so that you know, okay, Pinterest is free, Canva is free. You can do this all completely free. Here's another one that is completely free. And I also kind of like it. If you can, pick one that is as close to your branding already. That way it saves you time. You don't have to change all the colors. Guide for new UGC creators. I actually like this one a lot because I feel like the fitness photo would look really good here and really capture attention. So I'm going to customize this template and we're just going to start plugging everything in, making it look nice and pretty. I spelled my name wrong. Okay, with the elements, I'm going to look at fitness photos, and these are all stock images that you can use. So if it's, this one's like the free one, again, there's no crown, you can use it for free. And then what if it was just the legs? Is that weird? That's not too weird. And then the ones with the crown, those are pro. And again, you have the license to use them because you're paying for a pro account. The free ones you can use as well. Let's do this one. Yeah. And then we'll plug in that. Cool, that cover image works for me. And then you're gonna continue to do the same for the rest of your freebie, plugging in the proper information where the template guides you. My recommendation is to have a cover image. You could also have the introduction. I usually do the introduction before the contents, table of contents, so intro to you. This isn't necessarily about you, like,
oh, I love long walks on the beach, I'm from here, blah, blah.
No, it's more so about like your background in fitness, your story of like maybe how you got started, or even more so about the guide of like, I've discovered I see the best results when I focus on strength training. The value of strength training is da 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 da. So it's not really about you, it's about the guide and the value or what they will get by the end of the guide. Table of contents, and then you would go exercise 1, exercise 2, etc., etc. Now, a very, very common mistake that I see people make is getting creative. That sounds horrible. Don't be creative. No, people get like too creative with the titles of their freebies. In a sense, the title is so creative that people don't know what's in your freebie. Your target audience has no idea what it's about. So I had a student that her original freebie idea was a daily parts tracker guide to IFS. That was the freebie idea. The purpose of the guide was to help people be more aware of their unconscious thoughts and behaviors so that they can reprogram them and like change their life. But that title of that freebie doesn't entice me, if I was that target audience, to be like, oh my gosh, I need that, that's gonna change my life. Like daily parts tracker guide to IFS. I have no idea what that is. Even though that's exactly what the guide is, to me, I don't know the importance of IFS. I don't know what daily parts means. So you really want to simplify it and use the words that your target audience is using, which is why We stuck so closely to Pinterest and the words that Pinterest used, the phrases that Pinterest used. You don't want to stray too far from that and try to be too creative because you want your target audience to be like, wait, I need that. So a freebie title that we're playing with right now for this student is like Inner Insight, the path to healing and self-awareness. Inner Navigator, exploring your unconscious with compassion, making the unconscious conscious, heal your patterns and finding self-compassion. So those phrases are a lot more simplistic and easy for the target audience to understand than the one before. So the title, first image is like super important. That's what your audience is going to be gravitating towards. And if this title does not get somebody to go, ooh, yes, immediately download, we got to rework it. So once you have your entire freebie done, what we're going to do is we're going to save it. So I'm going to save it, 10 best strength training exercises. We're going to download, and we are going to download as a PDF. Download. Okay, now the next part is the tech part, but it's not scary. Don't you worry one bit, because we're going to be using Stan, who, believe it or not, is also the sponsor of this video. I love Stan. That's all you have to know. That's it. I've been hyping them up for years. It is the only number one tool that I recommend any and every content creator have. You just pay for this one tool and you don't need anything else. Truly, truly, truly. I've talked about them in so many other videos, so I feel like I don't really need to hype them up too much. We're just going to take our guide that is now downloaded and we're going to go over to Stan. So I use Stan. It's like, people would refer to it as like a link in bio store or a link in bio site, but there's so many capabilities here. We are going to set up our freebie here because these are all the things that you could do. So basically we want to collect emails and start growing our email list on Stan. We're going to select this one. You can choose a cover image. So if I wanted to choose an image based off of their stock images that are already there, let's look up fitness. That one's pretty, and it's also like kind of aesthetic. So we're going to go with that. And for the title, I am just going to use the same title as before. So exactly what it is. And then subtitle, you can use like these phrases to write a descriptor or subtitle. If you're new to your fitness journey, here are the 10 exercises that will get you fast results, right? Because that's what people want. Download now. And then you can choose what sort of information you're going to collect from your audience. So name, email is plenty for me. Now we're going to go to the product and we're going to upload our freebie. I'm going to just drag and drop my freebie here. Perfect. This is the file that will be delivered to my audience. Then I'm going to options and customize the email that my audience will get. So I'm actually going to do confirmation email and make this a little bit more me. So this is the subject line that your audience will get in their email. So it'll say your 10 best download from . So maybe I don't want the full product name because it's kind of a lot. So your download from Millie, I'll say is here. That's cute. Here's your download. First, I'm going to say, hi, name. Thanks so much for downloading my freebie. Here's your download. So I'm just like, you can make it more customized there. And we're going to publish it. So now when somebody goes to my link in bio, I'm just going to drag and drop. They can download this 10 best strength training exercises for beginners. When they do, I'm actually going to unpublish this because I realize this is live and people are like, wait, Millie's going to do fitness content? I am not. So that's what it would have looked like on your link in bio. And then as people download the freebies, all of their email addresses are actually going to come here to your customers section, which then over time, as you build your email list, you can email your customers. Another cool thing, and the reason why I recommend Stan, is because you could also sell digital products directly through them. So the one we set up was a freebie, which is the one that collects email applications. We already did it. Literally took like 5 minutes. We're done, text done. It's automatically gonna send to the person who downloads. So that's literally how easy it is. So you have that freebie, but you could also sell digital products. So you could go through that same process of like researching what sort of products your audience would be purchasing from you, make a new product in Canva, download it, and then sell it here. So then you could choose the checkout page, how much you would charge for it, and make money directly with your Stan account. You could also book coaching calls, create an online course, set up a membership. If you don't have a product, you could just direct people directly to a URL. So like your YouTube channel. Anywho, there are so many different capabilities that Stan has. I just wanted to show you for this video how you can set up your freebie with Stan, low tech, little to no tech, honestly. The final thing that I want to leave you with is make sure you put your freebie in the call to action of your bio. Put your freebie in your bio, wherever, all the places that you could link it, YouTube description, YouTube pinned comments, Instagram bio, TikTok bio, wherever you can, website, put your freebie everywhere. I personally recommend always putting your freebie as a call to action in your Instagram bio with a link directly to that freebie. This is my Stan store. It takes people directly to that free resource or the training. It's a 100-day Instagram roadmap. So they could press save your seat, sign up for that freebie there. That is how you will passively grow your email list while growing on Instagram. When you're growing on Instagram or on TikTok and the content that you're creating is in alignment with the freebie that you have, that growth will happen organically over time, and it's just super easy to grow both in tandem with each other. So that is how you pick a freebie that is marketable to your audience, how you create it for free in Canva, and how you can set up the tech super duper easily with like little to no brain power needed. So that it's automated and sends automatically for you. If you've made it this far, be sure to comment the secret emoji in your comment down below, and I'll see you next week. Thanks so much. Follow your joy. Bye.